Hello, Narnia fans, and welcome to the next Narnia Life installment. So we do have a couple of bits of news that I'm putting in one video because they're not major news, but I just thought that I'd put them in one video for you guys, just so you are up to date with the news. Of course, if you want to be up to date with the news, go over to Narnia Web. They're usually the first to post. So obviously this Narnia Web is where I get all the news from, usually Narnia Web and or your Facebook. But yeah, so we do have a few pieces of news that I'm going to quickly discuss. I'm sorry if you can hear a noise in the background. The washer's currently on, so that's why. So yeah, so the first bit of news is that filming has continued. Filming has now resumed after the Christmas holidays. So filming has officially now continued. Obviously before Christmas, like before the lead up to Christmas, they were filming in Skipton, they were filming in my hometown of Bradford, they were filming in Manchester, they were filming in London. So we now know from pictures and videos that have surfaced online, we now know that they've been filming a couple of scenes in the Old Royal Naval College, which is in Greenwich. And the scenes are of the stunt double for Jadis. So obviously they're still filming them sort of scenes. I don't know if they're actually filming in the college, if the college is actually in use, I'm not too sure. And yeah, I don't know if they're just using it for like the outdoor scenes or actually filming it in the college. But yeah, there's been no sign of Emma Mackey, who's playing Jadis. So it is still her stunt double that's being seen filming on, obviously on the videos and the pictures. It's Emma Mackey's stunt double of Jadis. So very interesting that Emma Mackey has actually not been seen filming yet. I mean, she might have filmed, but obviously that's not been leaked. But the stuff that have been leaked, we know that her stunt double has been seen filming some scenes. So yeah, so filming is officially now continuing. The film is due out. I believe it's getting released in IMAX in sort of November, December. And then it's actually going to be released on Netflix, I believe on Christmas Day. I don't know if that varies from country to country. But yeah, by the end of the year, the film should be out. But the fact that they're still filming in January is a little bit worrying, depending on how much filming they've still got to do. They've still got to go through post-production and everything. So whether the film gets delayed, I don't think the film will get delayed, but there is that chance, depending on how far they are with filming. So yeah, the next piece of news is that VFX is working on some of the visual effects for the film. So this company did previously work on the Prince Caspian movie. At the time, they were known as Weta Digital, but they're now known as Weta FX now. So they did previously work on Narnia, and they did also work on The Lord of the Rings, the live-action Jungle Book, and Avatar: The Way of Water. So they're going to be doing some of the visual effects for the film. And the most recent piece of news is that Netflix is facing pressure to expand the theatrical release, their theatrical releases, because basically Netflix have bought out Warner Brothers. There's been a big war between, I believe, Netflix and Paramount. And yeah, we've seen that usually films that get released on Netflix usually don't get released in the cinemas, but over the past sort of year, maybe 2 years, we've seen that has slightly changed, that films are getting released in the cinemas for a certain amount of time, and then they're getting released on Netflix, or they're being released on Netflix and the cinemas the same day. So there has been a big discussion as to whether, because we do know that the new Narnia film is going to be released in IMAX, in certain IMAXs, for a short period of time, and then it will be releasing on Netflix. Then there is the whole debate afterwards of, because it's going to be technically on Netflix, but it is going to be released in the cinemas, is it going to have a physical copy, like a DVD, Blu-ray, 4K? I'm hoping so. I mean, I do have access to Netflix, but I'm hoping, it bugs me that, I get with Netflix, like this is a whole other discussion in itself, but I get with Netflix and Disney and Paramount, they want people to subscribe to that streaming service. But if they release box sets, they know that people are just going to probably wait. Now, I know over recently, Disney Plus have released a lot of the Marvel shows on the box sets on DVD and Blu-ray. And Netflix have started doing that with a number of shows. They've released Wednesday, the first season of Wednesday on DVD. They've released Cobra Kai. They haven't released season 6 yet, but they've released season 1 to 5. So they are releasing some stuff. I think it's the more popular shows and films. But a lot of stuff they just don't bother releasing because they want people to subscribe to that service and pay them money to gain access to that movie. You know, as a physical media collector, it bugs me to no end that, personally, I know that they want people to subscribe to their service, but I'd say maybe after a year or two after a film or a show has been released, if it's a Netflix or Disney Plus exclusive, it should get released eventually. Obviously not straight away because they want people to subscribe to their service to watch said show or film. But eventually, I do think that they should be released on physical media. I know that's probably not going to happen. And we don't even know if the new Narnia film is going to get a physical copy. We don't know. Presumably, if it's being released in the cinemas or the IMAX, I'm assuming it might get a physical copy at some point. But, you know, that's a topic for a whole other video. I'm sure that'll come into discussion once the film's out. That are we going to see a box set, or, you know, are we going to see a physical release of it? So that is all the news for now. Definitely keep an eye on the whole Netflix buying out Warner Brothers, because there's a whole thing now that technically Netflix owns. Because Netflix owns Warner Brothers, they technically own the Harry Potter show. But yet recently, especially in the UK, all 8 Harry Potter films were on Netflix and now they've been taken off and everyone's fuming apparently. So it's like, well, hang on a minute, if they're Warner Brothers movies, so how come Netflix has took them off? You know, this is why, again, a topic for another video, but this is why I prefer physical media, because if you have a favourite film or favourite show on Netflix and then the rights get sold and it moves over to another streaming service, you're then having to pay for another streaming service to gain access to that. You know, if you've got it on physical media, you've got it there. So, again, a topic for a debate for a whole other video here, but it just bugs me. So that is all the news for now. Definitely keep an eye on the whole Netflix buying Warner Brothers, because obviously that is affecting the Harry Potter show. They're saying now that might be Netflix exclusive potentially. But who knows? But obviously, in terms of Narnia, that is all the news. They can carry on filming. We know that VFX is doing some visual effects, and there is a whole debate of what's going to happen sort of going forward. If they do we know Netflix has the rights to all of the books. So going forward, are they going to push more for theatrical releases? Are they going to just stay just on Netflix? You know, we don't know. So yeah, what do you guys think of this whole debate? Let me know down in the comments. And yeah, that's it for this episode. The next episode I'm filming straight after this one is the Narnia tea video. So I've been posting about this for a while. So quite a while ago now, I think it was some point last year. I bought a Narnia tea, a Turkish Delight flavoured tea. And I've just not got around to filming the video, but I do have some free time this morning. So I'm going to try and get that done. But yeah, I'll discuss that more in said video. But yeah, that is it for now, guys. Tune in for the next one for my Narnia tea video and my reaction to drinking it, whether I like it or not. We shall see. So it's going to be an interesting video for my next one. But yeah, keep an eye on Narnia Web for all the latest news. Further in, and I'll see you in the Narnia tea drinking video. But for any news, always head over to Narnia Web. And yeah, I will see you in the next video.